Here's the next example. It's basically blending another cathedral inside a cathedral with a photo of a forest. This time we're going to be using gradient masks, and we're going to unlink the mask from the actual photo so that we can move the photo without moving the mask. Okay, so in your Photoshop compositing folder, open up Photoshop and Cathedral 1. Both of those open up in Photoshop. So I have them here, and I'm going to go Command A or Control A to select the entire thing, and I'm going to copy it, Command C, Control C on a PC, go back to my cathedral layer, and then Command V to paste, Control V to paste on a PC. So there it is. And with my Move tool, the letter V, I'm going to select that, and you can see that it's pretty wide, which is cool because then we can choose different parts of this forest to blend in. So right now it doesn't really matter as long as you don't have that problem at the top here. Just make sure it's covering up the whole cathedral. All right, so now we're going to take this and create a mask. So take layer 1 and create a layer mask like this. So by default it's white. It will reveal everything. So what we want to do is create a gradient mask on it. So a gradient mask is this tool here. It's the gradient tool, G. And by default, you're going to get this gradient mask that goes from white to black. There are other options. So I'm in Photoshop 2021, I think. So now I have these folders. So let's choose this one first. Okay, this one first. It goes from black to white as opposed to white to black. So let's go black to white. And you want to choose you have these 5 icons. Make sure you have this first one chosen and you're in normal mode. Okay, so from here, I'm just going to click and drag up. Click on the bottom and drag up. So there you go. You can see that the layer mask has been created into a gradient. The black down here, black conceals and white reveals. So black is concealing the forest and then white is revealing it, and it's gradient from top to bottom. Kind of like that. Now if you switch to the other one, white to black, and do the same thing, drag up, it's just going to replace the current mask gradient that you have. It's going to replace the current gradient that you have, and now you get this effect. But if you obviously we want to see the cathedral down below, so let's click and drag down this time. Click and drag down. So depending upon how you drag, if you choose this one or that one, you'll have the same effect, but it depends on how you drag. Okay, and then if you're in normal mode, it will just replace whatever you drag. You can also drag diagonally. So let's try this. Oh, that looks pretty cool. So let's try that, or something like maybe like this. Okay, something like that. And then so now what we want to do is choose a maybe a different location here of this photo. So if you type a V, you get your move tool. If you move this around, what happens is the mask goes with the photo, and that's not what we want. So Command Z. So to unlink the mask from the photo, you click on this little chain here. So now if you select with your V tool, you're moving the photo but not the mask. Oh, sorry, I've selected the mask. That's not good. Select the photo. Now select the photo and move it, and the mask remains where it is. All right, so if you want to move the mask slightly like this maybe. Okay, so then you can choose the different parts of the photo that looks better for your blend. And it's up to you really to decide. Obviously we don't want that. So pick something that kind of looks like it's natural, like this tree comes in here, it looks good. This tree and this edge looks pretty decent. Okay, and then you can refine your your mask a little bit better by clicking on your mask here, type a B for your brush tool, and you can either reveal more. So here I've revealed with white. That's not what I want. I want to hide with black. So black, X, switch to black, maybe hide more of this. Or not. So switch to white and change your opacity. Right? Change your opacity to something a little bit more blending. So I'm just playing around here. Okay, so the point is that layer masks, the layer mask can be done with a gradient tool, and then you can unlink these two so that you can move the photo separately. You can move the photo separately from the mask itself, and then you can move the mask itself as you need to. Okay? So once again, put your name on it. Make sure it's visible somewhere. And Command 0 to make it nice and big. Make sure that I can see your layers panel like this, and then take a screenshot of that. Okay? Thank you.